Hi there, wig lover! This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you a review of another Louis Ferre wig. This one is called Soho Chic, and the color on this wig is one that I think is actually really kind of edgy and fun. It's 102/8, also known as California Blonde. So let's get right down to it, shall we? I think the first thing I want to discuss is the color on this wig, and then I'll go ahead and talk about the style. So we've got a little bit of natural light coming in through this window, so you can see how rich these highlights are. This is a very, very highlighted color. And as you can see, the base shade is actually a medium golden brown, and that the highlight is a ashy platinum blonde. So very dramatic contrast, and it's very, very liberally highlighted. So it's a very interesting color. It's got a little bit of gold, a little bit of brown, it's got a lot of platinum, and a little bit of ash to go along with that. Very interesting color, very pretty, kind of edgy. That's why I ordered it for this review. I thought it was really interesting. The only problem I have with the color is that a lot of times when you buy a wig that has such extreme highlights, the thing that they'll do is they'll make the front lighter to go along with those highlights. They have opted not to do that. I think that was a stylistic decision that they made based upon the very dramatic, sort of streaky chunk highlights that a lot of people in LA like to wear, hence why they call this California Blonde. So let me go ahead and zoom out. Now this wig will need to be trained. The front does kind of want to go a little bit, so I definitely recommend just soaking it in cold water overnight prior to wearing it. As it stands, I've just sprayed a little bit of water on the front so that way I can part it off to the side, but you can see even now it wants to kind of go its own way. So I definitely recommend trying to train it a little bit prior to wear. Now beyond that, I think that this wig is gorgeous. It has lots of really beautiful layering towards the front, lots of body, very, very pretty down here at the bottom. Show you the sides. I also think that the amount of volume that you get at the top is very realistic. I don't think that it's too voluminous, so I think that this will actually look very nice on people who have slender faces, narrow faces, or have particularly angular faces who are trying to like soften that jawline a little bit. Here is the back. Hopefully that all gets in there. It's very, very pretty. This wig is, I would consider it a long wig. It's 12 inches from the nape. It actually has very similar dimensions to the Jennifer wig. It just doesn't have a bang. But you could very easily have a stylist cut one in for you. This one has a lace front instead. And the lace front, in my estimation, is a little bit loosey-goosey. Like it's bubbling up a little bit, but it is very well done. Let me get in there. You can see what I mean about that hair needing to be trained. It does bubble up a little bit, but watch my video on how to tighten your lace fronts, and you can fix that very easily without having to cut into the wig at all. Or you could just use a little bit of adhesive tape or something like that to have it stay in place. This wig has epic amounts of hair, like all of Louis Ferre's mono system wigs. It's got a lot of hair, just a ton of hair. So it is not, by any stretch of the imagination, a lightweight wig. It is, however, very nice feeling on. It has very nice quality hair, that the hair fibers feel very, very lovely. Actually, after handling a bunch of human hair wigs and reviewing those, I actually think that this Louis Ferre fiber is very close to human hair. But that's part of the issue. That's part of why it's so heavy, is because it's made to feel very much like human hair. So I'm going to go ahead and take Soho Chic off so you can see what the cap construction looks like. I like the caps on these mono system wigs. you know, the back is relatively stretchy. It has that lace front that I mentioned. And another thing about the lace front that makes it kind of bubbly, like I mentioned, is that they give you a ton of space here to work with. They give you about a ½ inch that you could potentially trim back. And I'm assuming that if you trim that back a little bit, you won't have that same issue with it bubbling up. Here's an up-close look at the layering on the bottom, which is gorgeous. Very beautiful layering on the bottom with a very soft curl pattern. Very, very pretty. Very big open curls. Looks like you've had a blowout. Just very, very, very pretty. And the highlights really play up those layers very nicely. And up close, this is what that color looks like. You can see, like I said before, it's got hints of gold popping through, hints of ash, and lots of very beautiful contrasting highlights. Very pretty color. It does have a 100% hand-tied mono top, by the way, and you can kind of see that they evenly distribute the color. I think this is probably worth pointing out. See how that's like a checkerboard pattern? That indicates that this is not a standard highlight, that this is very evenly distributed, equal amounts of that light brown, or medium golden brown rather, and that platinum. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. It does have really nice polyurethane here on the ear tabs that you can use to add adhesive. My favorite thing about the monosystem ear tabs with these lace fronts is that it has kind of this nice little stiff band of metal that helps give you really excellent side coverage. And once this wig is trained, it's going to look really beautiful because the cut itself is just dynamite. Very, very flattering, very pretty, and that's really all I have to say about it. This is Soho Chic by Louis Ferre. It's a very beautiful wig, and it's actually an international bestseller. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.